Beneath this mask, who am I? Where do I belong? What is my purpose in life? Am I ready to be vulnerable? Is it all right to wear a mask? Maybe we can decide who we want to be vulnerable with. Our close circle? Our mind is such a sensitive ecosystem. It kind of represents a fetus in the womb. So sensitive. So our journey from the womb to the tomb is special, because whatever happens in that journey can entirely change our course of life and how we think about reacting to those situations. So when you go to a grocery store and you pick up something from the shelf, you would look at the price and you would also look at the expiry date. So just like any other packet out there, we are into this world, and how we would judge the contents of the calories. We have people that judge us. So while we are there, we have to make it worthwhile. This is something about mental hygiene, just as we take care of our personal hygiene. When we do not let go of certain things can cloud up, and daily routines do not happen the way they used to happen before. We do not tend to function the way we used to, because we are not. What do you do when life gives you crap? I think the basic thing that we learned when we were all small to flush, we had potty training when we were small, because it was important to let go of all that crap that came in every day. Same way, I think when something bad happens, there's always something that can refuel your growth, and you can find something to bloom into something else. We are constantly part of different roles that we play in life, and though we often want to take a pause, we have to put on that play mode, because we are probably in a certain position, somebody else's sister, brother, we have to have certain roles in the family. So things go on and we forget to hit the pause button. We function so well when we are fully charged. And what happens when we forget to take the pause? We can see that the lifespan, the battery keeps on decreasing. And we still feel we can push ourselves until the last bar. Because you've seen yourself, you know how it feels like 15% of your battery running to get it charged. And if you even neglect that, you know where you land. A house or a home, sometimes when we want to share about our problems, we look at a close circle, maybe our families. So nature and nurture are two things that can help us out of a situation. But sometimes the people closest to us find it difficult to know what we are really going through, and we might not get our help in that circle. So a friend told me, Carol, why don't you try counseling in 2021? That's when I decided to get an appointment, and this was my first session, and one of this pair of footwear is mine, because we are so used to checking in at different places. So I thought, let me take a check-in place of my first visit to a counselor. And the journey has been, it has helped me a lot, but I still realize that there is so much of taboo around it. Even if I wanted to tell people that it helped me, they were like, okay, you have to pay people to tell you or ask someone to listen to you. But I knew it worked wonders for me, and I was unhappy with the stigma around it. As human beings, we need to address that men and women equally undergo mental health issues. The men also face problems, so therefore I came up with this concept of all the things that happens when we go to an emotional distress, to put it out in a picture format, and the thought was to just have a small photograph displaying it. These set of pictures that started from one concept led to a series of pictures, and this is the same platform that gave me a space to put myself out here and be vulnerable, and I got tremendous support from my friends, students, who came all out there to support me. So sometimes, time and times are two things that can either help us out or teach us various experiences. Maybe we cannot change the past, but the least we can do is take the experience that we get from it, either good or bad, and do something about it, the worthwhile while we can. Okay, we often look at when things go down, it's so easy to shut down and disconnect. I do it sometimes, I won't deny. But maybe in between that option, there's also a restart that we forget to hit. Like, you know, we are thinking of shutting down the laptop, but we are not sure that we can also restart it or repower that same thing. So it is important also, when you make yourself vulnerable, remember that you might not always get the desired response that you want. Many times people will throw out a lot of opinions that you might feel you're not listening to me. The most important thing that you can do when you feel someone's going through something is definitely have a listening ear. Also, what you can do is if you check on your friends and suggest certain de-stressing activities that they could do if you find that somebody is going to an emotional distress. And if they are not able to come across it, suggest a suitable counselor or a therapist that they could go. And maybe if you even accompany them to that space, even great. Okay, I think awareness, what started 1.5 years back, did make an impact in few people's life, because I had people reaching out to me asking, hey Carol, can you help me find a counselor in this place or that place? I could help like 2 people out of the 3 people that contacted me, but I'm happy that I could be a light in somebody's life. I think that's what my purpose is, to bring about the change. And it's also important to have such a good support system. When you want to do something, sometimes the universe compiles and everybody comes together to help you out. So I wanted to try doing some de-stressing activities with some children at some home, and it worked wonders with them. Also, it's important, my therapist asked me last year, Carol, what makes you happy? And I had to actually think about it, because I used to always put myself second. So I love going to the beach, and I also love dancing. So I took up a challenge too. So it's nice to have things that you love, and also something that you can see the progress in. What if a caterpillar decided not to become a butterfly? It would miss out on such an amazing opportunity. It would not know about its true potential. So in a way, we are scared of change, but I think if we be open to it, there's a whole new lot of things that can come out of who we really are. Thank you.